Hello everybody, I'm Moldy West, and this is the Bloodline once again. In the last episode, we came to the Molten Crag on a quest. We finished that quest, and I spent more time than I should have looking for a cave that turns out to not be a cave, but a ruin that was just sticking out of the side of the mountain. This is that ruin I was trying to get to. And inside here, we'll be getting a real cool quest. Well, the quest itself isn't super cool, but the reward we get out of it, that's nice. First things first, these adorable little devil statues need to be rotated to face the center of the room. Every single one of them. They gotta point to the middle. They all stare into the middle because that's where they want to look. The nice, looky thing they want to look at. And now the gargoyles atop the room just start barfing lava all over the place. You hear a gate open. That's taken care of. And that's only one of the two gates that was closed right here. We gotta go this way to open that other gate. And we got these symbols on the wall. We got something that looks like a 3 X's with a diamond. Some diamond with legs. And a bow tie. That's what those symbols are. You can trust me on that, I know what I'm talking about. And so this one needs to be the triple X with the diamond. This one needs to be that guy. And that one's the bow tie. And I do believe I just heard the gate open. Even though the game didn't tell me I heard the gate open. It's open, alright. That definitely was not open a second ago. And now here's what I've been looking for all this time. Thalandros, the calcified dragon. And he's got a big old egg right there. A great dragon, curled in eternal slumber, rests before you. A gleaming egg lies nestled close to its massive nose. The dragon's scales, turned to stone by some ancient magic, shimmer with a dull sheen, reflecting the magma that surrounds the dragon's bed. Investigate the egg. As you approach the egg, you feel a swirling in your mind. A voice emanates from within your head. Speak, Divine One, and justify your intrusion. I want that egg. Many have sought this egg, Godling. What makes you believe you are worthy of such a prize? I could just say, I'm the Harbinger. I'm half God, so you should just give it to me. Such a being would aid me greatly. I understand the weight of this responsibility. I seek not to possess the egg, but to be its guardian. Yeah, let's talk in such a way this guy likes. Your words are promising. To seek not possession, but to be a guardian speaks to a noble and selfless heart. If you are indeed committed to protecting it with such integrity, you are on the right path. Prove your sincerity through your actions, and you may yet demonstrate that you are worthy of this sacred duty. Heh, you said duty. Tell me, what is your desire for my offspring? A powerful pet to slay my foes? Nah, that's not what we want. A companion to adventure with? Yeah, that's more along the lines, but a friend to grow with, I feel like, is the answer that the dragon would like most. Your words are most pleasant. This response reveals a deep and respectful understanding of the bond you wish to forge. To seek my offspring as a companion to grow alongside reflects a noble heart and a commitment to mutual development. It shows that you value the life within not as a mere possession, but as a partner in your journey. What are you willing to sacrifice to ensure the well-being of this egg? You can take my god powers, I wasn't using them anyway. to be prepared to give up the very essence of your divine nature for the sake of the egg's well-being. Such a profound sacrifice demonstrates true dedication and honor. Your willingness to relinquish your place among the gods for this noble cause is a testament to your worthiness. Worry not, godling. I do not possess the ability to take such power from you. Words, however, are but wind. You must prove such dedication through actions. Enter the infernal crucible, retrieve the hatchstone, and return to me. Okie dokie. Gotta go grab a magic rock because a stone dragon told me to. And I got more verticality off of that launch than I thought I would. I was going for distance, not height. But I got what I got, and what I got was disappointing! Well, here's that place that we were supposed to not be able to get into until we had this quest, but we were still able to get into it anyways. Anyway, let's just run past those. Turn this rune to that bow tie right there. We're gonna have to do that for a lot of these things that are scattered throughout this ruin. Treasure chest! Chopper of the Impaler. How do you chop and impale at the same time? That's some weird shit you be doing right there. Also, I don't need this shield, so break it down. Don't need that goblin mace, break it down. Chipped iron hatchet, break it down. Blacksmith's hammer, break it down. We don't need that hammer to be able to forge stuff. Hammer just magically spawns into our hand. Anyway, the rest of this stuff get broken down. A shovel, break it. We're keeping that chapter mace in case more of those frickin' anchors of dread come cross our path. Chopper of the Impaler, enchantment blood, enchantment source health, enable enchantment block, attack, dispel enchantment, parry enemy. Yep, we're keeping the loot too because that can be used to open things up, and I don't want to use the Chopper of the Impaler, so we break that too. It is now a log. This legendary hatchet that was just sitting in this place for thousands of years has been turned into a log. And that needs the diamond with the horns or the legs, depending on how you look at it. And, yep, horn diamond. That's what you are. That's this guy. And we got a few more of those to find. And, okay, that's just part of the wall. It looked kind of like a big old sledgehammer leaning against the wall. And that doesn't open from this side. Gotta find ourselves a way around to open that door from the other side. And this room's kind of a maze. Here we are back in the entrance. Got another one of these guys. There's a rune up there, but that's not the rune that this one needs to be matched to. We need to match it to that one. Oh, and we got platforms popping up out of the lava. Forgot what the rune we need is. Okay, the triple X in the diamond, that's what it is. It is this one. And now we wait. There we are. Platform, hopping on the platforms. And safely across. Didn't burn our little toesies off. And we'll just take this bar and... There we go. And now you need to be that triple diamond. Right, yeah, triple diamond, that's what it is. The gate at the end of the crucible opens. Yeah. I got stuck here for a while because I didn't realize this needed to be that and that needed to be this. That's what happened when I played the game on my own. Anyway, some traps. These things make spikes pop out of the ground and stab you in the taint. Wait for that saw blade to go by. There we are. This gate is open, and you are that hatchstone we were sent to grab. That's some nice quest progress, some quest rewards, and whee! Oh, we can just hook onto the regular-ass walls here. Hell, we could probably just, nope. But the walls... Yeah, we didn't even need to go platforming across. We could have just did that. Well, that be what it is. And we're out of here. Nice, simple dungeon. Taken care of. And you are a slime. You were a slime. But not anymore. You're dead. Oh, Thalandros, I got that rock. Egg now, please. You have the Hatchstone. I can feel its presence. Your determination is evident, but this alone does not prove your worth. The true test lies ahead. Present the Hatchstone. Your intent as a guardian will be determined by the hatchling. Yep, here it is. Hold it out. You hold out the hatchstone. The egg shakes and emits a dull light. It speaks to me. It is attempting to break free of the egg, but it cannot. Its prolonged exposure to the heat of this tomb hardened the shell. Your final task presents itself. You must bring the egg to a dramatically different climate to allow my offspring to emerge. Where should I bring it? Take the egg to Whitebrook Haven. There you will find a great hot spring. The gentle warmth of the spring will provide the ideal temperate environment needed for my kin to emerge. The spring's natural heat will soothe the egg without overwhelming it, allowing the hatching process to commence smoothly. Hurry and ensure the journey is swift, for every moment counts in this delicate stage. I'll head there right away. Alright, we got the egg. Let me climb around on you for a second, though. I want to be on top of you, mister. There we go. Yep. I want to run around on your head and your back and your pussy and your crack. There we go. I'm up on top of you now. Ha ha. You big stone idiot. I've got your egg and now I'm going to make one hell of an omelet out of it. Or we could just go hatch it and get ourselves a dragon. That too would be cool. Alright, broomstick. To Whitebrook Haven, which is way over this way. That's where we need to be. Which means we're gonna end up stopping for no reason several times along the way. But that's nothing a little resetting the marker over there won't fix. And I know he said every moment counts in this delicate stage, but I don't think this quest is actually time sensitive. That would be kind of annoying. But I do want that dragon sooner rather than later. So away we go. Not even stopping to admire this Three Sisters forest. We're just running straight through. We got a Whitebrook Haven we gotta get to. And there's a bridge right there. Why do you even need a bridge? You're on a flying broomstick. You could just whoosh straight over the river, but no, let's take the bridge like a normal non-flying person. And yeah, the broomstick's nice for flying around within the locations, but it eats mana, and, well, the dragon can fly too. The dragon flies, and he don't eat yo mana. He just be a dragon. He be all big and scaly and cool. And now we just need to place that marker one last time, and that should get us there. Right here, Whitebrook Haven. We're getting ourselves a dragon. Now, where those hot springs at? I do like this place. A nice, snowy forest. The birch trees without their leaves. These birch trees with their leaves because they're the kind that can be cut down for wood. But that's not what we're here for. we will gather a little bit of wood. Wood do be nice, and there are some evergreen trees that just never lose their leaves or their pine needles or whatever they got. Nice little house you got here. Skill learned. Throw snowball. You needed a fucking spell tome to teach you how to scoop up some snow, pack it into a ball, and just huck it at your friend. But, well, guess we ain't grappling across the river. We gotta jump across the stones and possibly swim a little bit. Well, it was shallow enough, the freezing waters turning my balls into ice crystals. Just, it's fine. It's fine. I wasn't using those balls anyway. And let's see what we can learn about this big-ass skeleton before we go over there. Draconis Frostland. Here, half buried beneath layers of ice and snow, rest the colossal remains of two primordial dragons, relics of a bygone age when these majestic creatures roamed the world with untamed fury. Well, I see one skull, and I see the overturned rib cage of... Oh, yep, there's another part of skull. There is two skeletons. One of them's just laying on his back. That's fine. And I can at least grapple my way through this place by your rib cage. I mean, what other purpose do your ribs serve now that you're just dead? You're just laying there and I can catapult myself off your bones. You're dead. You don't need them no more. Unless you intend to rise from the dead one day, and in which case that's probably going to be very bad for the entire world, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now let's go hatch ourselves an egg, get ourselves a nice live dragon. Uh-oh. Can't grapple onto those. These ain't the grapply kind of rocks. These are the rocks that need regular-ass climbing. Alright, let's get that stamina back. And then we go climb. I'd hate to run out of stamina trying to do this and just fall right back down and then have to wait even longer for it to all come back. But here we are. This is where we be now. Alright. And right over here is the exact spot of the hot spring we gotta go cramming the egg into. We will hatch ourselves a dragon. And we're gonna like it. It's even marked with a big old dragon statue. And there it is. We place the egg in the warm water of the hot spring. And there you are. Thalendrian. The newly born dragon emerges from the egg. Despite just hatching, the dragon has no issue speaking. A voice enters your mind. At last I emerge from my long slumber. The warmth of the world feels strange, yet welcoming. I am Thalendrian. You could talk already? Yeah, let's see how he responds to that. Already? I am thousands of years old. While dormant in my egg, I absorbed knowledge from my forebearer. It's a pleasure to meet you, Thalendrian. Likewise, godling. My now calcified forebearer deemed you fit to be my companion in life. I trust their judgment. Now, if you have any questions for me, now is the time to ask. If not, let us be off. Nope, no questions. We got ourselves a fucking dragon. Hell yeah, son. And we can fly freely now. Hell yeah. And I will say, flying this dragon is so much better than the dragon riding that they put in Skyrim. Years ago, when I first got my job, one of the first things I bought was first off, a functional Xbox 360, because 2 of them that I had broke down after just 6 months. So I got that, and then I got the Skyrim Game of the Year edition for it. And I was excited when I learned that you could actually tame and ride dragons, and then absolutely pissed when I saw how terrible the dragon riding was in Skyrim. How do you take something as cool as riding a goddamn dragon and fuck it up that badly? Seriously, the dragon just circles around and you just tag things and say, hey, attack that, hey, attack that. And the game says, yeah, you can fly dragons to places by fast traveling while riding a dragon. I don't want to fucking do that. I want to steer the dragon through the air and actually make it do things. But, yeah. I mean, this dragon doesn't fight anything for you, but still, it's better. A hell of a lot better than the way Skyrim did that. And now that we've got our dragon, I'm kind of out of ideas for what I had to do for this episode. Well then, let's just head on back to Elder Glen. We can pick up some more quests over there, earn the respect of the peoples. And, yeah, we don't get to ride him on the overworld, which is a little disappointing. But I get it. At least we do get to ride him in the locations and fly around in places and get to places that would ordinarily be so much harder to reach. Alright. Elder Glen, here we come! And here we are. Wait a minute. Just remembered, I still got some of those side jobs and if we go to the journal, we press Y. Here we are. Kill undead in the Elder Glen Woods. I was only able to find 2 of them over there. Kill goblins in Wolfdover Timberland. That's easy enough to do. Anyway. Quests. We're looking for quests and not just jobs off the board. We do have one right up there. We got that recommendation from the dude back at the Tomb of the Betrayer to hand off to a guy up in there. So we'll do that, and then see about other quests we might find around here. Oh, and there's plenty of quest to go around. Now, how do we get upstairs to where Guy is? Probably by taking the stairs. That would be my first guest. The first person to ever stay in my house with me. That's what it is. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Words aren't stupid. I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Except you're not, because you choose to spend your time watching me, and for that, I thank you. Lord Commander Everdane. May I help you? I can't say I often receive visitors here without prior cause. If you've come here by mistake, know that there's no harm done. However, if you have business with the chapter, you'll need to be clear. Yes, I have a chapter recommendation from Commander Callen. From Commander Callen, you say? Lord Commander Everdane takes the recommendation in his hands, his brow lifting slightly as he scans the document. Callen is a hard man to impress. I can't say he's one to give his approval lightly. He looks up at you with renewed interest. Very well. With a recommendation from Commander Callen, your application will be given the utmost consideration. However, the approval process is thorough. We do not rush decisions in the chapter, as you might understand. I will send word by messenger bird when a decision has been reached. In the meantime, remain prepared. Should you be accepted, your training and duties will begin immediately. Well, alright. Off you go, then. I look forward to reviewing your recommendation in greater detail. Well, that's done. Hey, do you have any glass in these windows? Yep, looks like you do. I was hoping to just jump out the window and rappel my way down the side of the building, but fine. I'll use the stairs and the doors like a normal person. Fucking not allowed to have any fun around here. God damn. Anyway, that's one less quest up there in the corner cluttering up the hood. So we can go and find yet another quest. So we can have that taking its place, cluttering up the hood. And I'm pretty sure we can actually find one right over here. That's what the big glowing question mark over a guy's head is. This guy's a dwarf.
I won't be eaten tonight, I suppose.
Yes, you won't be eating. Not with that attitude, you won't. Hey there, you look like you can handle yourself. You wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would ya? Depends on the work. Just a delivery job of sorts. You see, my father recently passed away. He was a adamant churchgoer and the real upholder of the teachings of Arosa. So much so that in his youth he helped construct the Parford monastery.
Just one coin is all I ask.
have his ashes here. I can't imagine a better place to place his ashes than the monastery he helped construct.
I won't be eaten tonight, I suppose.
Would you stop yammering on about not eating tonight, you little beggar? I'm talking to somebody over here. It's rude,
Just
you know.
one coin is all I ask.
Well, you ain't gonna get a coin if you keep being annoying like that. Anyway, so you need someone to take his ashes to the monastery. Yep, to the crypt of the monastery specifically. I'll pay you for your trouble, of course. Okay, yeah, that sounds like something I could do. Before you accept, I should warn you. The crypt has a bit of an undead infestation. I have some gear that might help you out a bit when dealing with them if you're still interested. Undead? No thanks. Yeah, I'll do it. I kill zombies all the time. Praise the gods! My father will truly appreciate this. Here's the gear I mentioned before. Blessed blast stones. Perfect for clearing out undead. Just toss these at the undead and it'll surely deal some damage. Yeah. I'm probably not going to use them. They'll just sit in my inventory and I'll forget about them, but I will go deliver your father's ashes. Should be nice and quick. Where the hell is Parford Lake? Right over here, that's where. Having this dragon at my disposal, I could just fly over the lake and be right there as soon as I get to the place I'm getting to. That's all I really need. And this isn't close enough to the lake itself to actually enter the location. Here we are. Now we're in Parford Lake. As soon as it loads, we'll be right there. Right after I come over here to my mounts. Thalandarian. Yep, there we go. And away! Never walking again now that I can just do this. Of course, I might actually need to do some walking. There's something glowing on top of that fort over there. Or that mansion or castle or whatever the hell you want to call it. Well, here's that monastery crypt. Alright. Where do I want to put this thing at? Take that, you shambling bastard. I just need to find a way in, and I think there's actually a way in right around here somewhere. Or maybe I actually go into the building. That would be smart. Yeah, I know how lost spirits work, game. This ain't the first one we've encountered. I didn't even see the damn thing. There's one! And... dude's just... okay, there's more than one of them. There's lots of them around here. Plenty of zombies, too. Fresh corpses ripe for the slaughter. Well, here's the entrance. I'll just go stick dude's dad's ashes down here in the deepest depths, and hopefully these walking corpses will just let it be. And there you go. Yeah, you're stunned, idiot. Unconscious. I just knocked your bitch ass out. And killed him while he was down. Hell yeah. Fuck that guy. He had it coming. And there's another one. Wonk! He's like partially stuck in the ground. I'll be taking all that stuff, eating that bone to the face. You're dead. And boom. Ashes placed. Now we can get the hell up on out of here. I don't even need to leave the place. I can just do that. Nice and easy. We'll go tell dude his dad is at rest. And that will be the end of that quest. Now, where was... There it is. Elder Glen. On me way to deliver the news. Hey, buddy, the job's done. Let me know when you place my father's ashes in the Parford Lake Monastery crypt. It'll be nice to know when he's finally at rest. Yeah, he's there, all right. Corful lets out a shaky breath as his eyes swell with tears. A faint smile can be seen through his dense mustache. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Here's your payment. Truly, this is not enough to express the depth of my appreciation, but it is all the gold I can afford to part with. As Corful places the gold coins in your palm, he grabs your hand and pulls a small scroll from his waistband and places it on top of the coins. With an appreciative smile, he releases your hand. What's this? Instructions on how to craft those blessed blast stones I gave ya. I'm sure you'll do plenty of good with that knowledge. Or I'll forget I have it entirely. Thank you, Corful. I hope to see you around, friend. I'm eternally grateful for what you've done. Yep. That's another fistful of respect we got from the people of Elder Glen. And when we leave and come back, he'll have another quest for us, which we can do to get even more respect from the people here. But that's gonna have to wait until the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!